Well, hey there, and welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to be discussing procrastination. It is like that evil monster who wants to come in and steal all of our time. And, it's so funny how, like, on Monday, it feels like a fresh new week. And by the time you get to Friday, sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, I got nothing done that I needed to get done. And then you're into, the weekend goes by, and then you're into the next week. So, getting a hold of procrastination and understanding what it is and how to manage it is so important when you're building your business. So we want to get rid of procrastination, right? So time is your most valuable asset, even more than money. So when we think about fiduciary, we most commonly think of money, and this is important as well. But I believe that it's really important to be a good fiduciary of your time. And if I had to pick, like I said, time is more important. So why is that? Because you can always go out and get more money. I mean, for goodness sakes, you can win the lottery. I mean, money is everywhere. You can go get a job. You can mow a neighbor's yard. There's just always more money to be had. But you can never get your time back. Ever. So once that second, that minute, that hour, that day, that week, that month, that year has been spent, it's gone forever. And so we really have to grasp our head around how dangerous procrastination is. So if you're serious about creating a business, you have to get serious about the amount of time that it's going to take to build. And you have to get your mind and your heart to agree that procrastination is not an option here. And you have to get focused and keep your end goal top of mind. So how do we eliminate procrastination? It's really easy. And I'm like the master of all procrastinators. You can ask any of my teachers from high school. But by creating deadlines, almost like mini deadlines, and sticking to them, literally, it's going to create that urgency that something needs to be done if you're taking them seriously and you're going to get it done. So I want you guys to really just sit and think about this. This is something that struck me. I did not come up with this, and I even searched for it, and I don't know who I can give credit to. I even went into Grammarly and copied and pasted it to see if there was any plagiarism, thinking it would find it and pop up, something, and nothing. I don't know who said this, but I wrote it down, and I actually Sharpied it in my little notebook, believe it or not, so that I could, when I was doing my morning routine, I could see this every single day. So, and it really changed things for me because I believe it to be true. 95% of things in this life exist to distract you from the 5% of things that you want. And I think this even goes beyond building our businesses. You think about, my kids are grown now, but you look back after, they're all grown up, and you're like, where did the time go? And you think about, all those nights that maybe you were on social media, or you could have been spending more time with them. And it's like, Satan loves to distract us, and it can be even with good stuff. Let's say you are like, full to the brim, your volunteer hours that you have, at a church. You have no extra time in your life because you've basically volunteered your life away. I think Satan can even use those types of things to keep us where we are, to keep us from not moving forward. And so we really have to know, in regards to the whole over volunteering with church, which we'll get into another lesson, believe it or not. But, unless God has actually called you into that position, you don't need to feel guilty for saying, you know what, I got to work on my business. God has put this on my heart. And I feel like that this other thing that I'm doing, even though it's a good thing, may be a distraction. And so I really want you guys to think about this. 95% of things in life exist to distract you from the 5% of things you want. So your homework, I could have really put together like 50 slides to go over this, but there is an amazing YouTube video that I want you to watch. It's 15 minutes, it's 14 minutes and some odd seconds. And I'm going to provide the link. It's going to be here probably below this video or somewhere next to it, but look for the YouTube link. And I want you to reflect on how important it is to be a good fiduciary of your time. And then I want you to write out 95% of things in life exist to distract you from the 5% of things you want. And I want you to put it somewhere where you're going to see it every single day. And then I want you to post in the group that you watched the video so that you know, so that I know, I'm holding you accountable right now, that you watched the video. It's really going to bring in the fact that deadlines work. And you'll know what I mean after watching the video because it really opened my eyes. So that's your homework. Go watch the video now and then jump back in here for the next lesson. Bye for now.